So the start of a new week at the woodturning school, and after yesterday's really lovely, relaxing day doing my own turning, I've got 2 students in today for a 2-to-1 lesson. They work at a relatively local school, and they are coming to brush up their wood turning skills and learn a little bit more before they take them away to use in school. And I've got plenty of other stuff to be getting on with at the school this week as well. I really need to crack on more with the book. I'm making really nice progress. The theme of the book has slightly changed, but I'm going to assume that that's part of every book writing process. As you get through, you need to expand some bits, draw back on others, and that kind of thing. So it's all coming together really nicely, and I'll be photographing the making of some of the projects in the new design collection this week as well. Just after lunch on Tuesday now, and I have finished the little piece that I started on Sunday. Topped and bottomed, as it were, with African blackwood, and the 4-inch piece of sycamore for the body has been coloured with the intrinsic colour collection with some Hampshire sheen satin lacquer over the top, and then protected with some microcrystalline wax. I'm really pleased with how it has turned out. It's a super little piece. And you will definitely be seeing this piece in the book when it comes out in, well, I want to get it out by the end of September. There you go, I've set myself a deadline. But I need to go home for a little bit of a rest before I come back this evening for an IRD for Lincolnshire Wolds Wood Turning Club. But before that, I need to cut the blank for it. We're going to be turning a little sort of thistle-shaped box. Yeah, happy with that. Well, I've been home for my rest this afternoon. It's just after 6 o'clock, and I've come back up, clearly, so I can just do a little bit of admin before the actual demonstration starts at about 7 o'clock-ish, something like that. I've got a couple of emails that have come in this afternoon that I need to reply to, and then I just got to set up the cameras and the overlays and what have you for the demo. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day. All of this stuff on these shelves just here, that's all going to go. We've got a young chap come in to do a couple of days work, and he's going to give me a hand to move all of that stuff, which I mentioned it a few weeks ago. It just so desperately needs doing. But now I need to get my focus attentioned to. No, I need to get my attention focused on the demo, and hopefully I will be able to form coherent sentences when the demo starts in about 45 minutes. Big thank you to Lincolnshire Wolds Woodturners for hosting me for this evening's demonstration. It was an absolute pleasure. There's the piece that we turned, this nice little figured sycamore box. Really nice, really beautifully figured wood. It turned absolutely beautifully, and it's got a really nicely fitting lid too. Ah, cool. So it's 9:30. It's time to go home to bed. Have you ever had one of those days where you're executing an idea and then you get halfway through the idea and then think to yourself, I wish I'd never started? Well, today's one of those days. I'm about halfway through sorting out all the stuff that was behind my desk, and I'm left with debris. I've got to wait until I get more boxes. They'll be here tomorrow, so I don't need to worry too much. But I'm not in work tomorrow, at least not in the morning. But there is one good thing, though. There is one good thing. I have mostly empty shelves, as I wanted originally, which is a good thing, because this is all part of the tidying up and turning this space into something perhaps a little bit more minimal rather than dumping ground workshop. So all of my creative tools and stuff, and a lot of the stuff the students use, is actually tucked in nice labelled boxes under there, which is great. And there's room for some more bits, which is really good, because there's still the whole table full of stuff to sort out. And what I want to do before I go home today is do those shelves behind there. With the new series of Turner's Journey dropping tomorrow evening, and with a few domestic duties to sort out today, I've popped up the workshop early to write a few scheduled emails to go out to the mailing lists on Hampshire Sheen, my website, and also the school, in order to promote the fact that the new series is coming, or it has coming tomorrow night. And I'm a little bit worried. No, I'm not worried. I'm excited and nervous, I suppose, that the new series is dropping. I've been filming every day for the last 7 weeks, preparing all of the episodes and everything else like that, and nobody has seen, or very few people have seen, a single second of the new series yet. So I'm a little bit edgy over the reception, but we will see tomorrow night and going forward. So I'm quite excited about that. I can't spend too long at the workshop this morning because I do have to go out and do some domestic stuff. So I'm going to finish writing these emails, and then I'll come back later and tidy up that terrible mess on the table. So it's suddenly got a bit dark, and that's because I think one of the LED lights has died. And so I switched the lights on to shoot some B-roll, as it were, and there was a big loud bang, and it all went dark. So I've got to get into the fuse box, which is behind here. Oh. So let's have a look. Which one is it? Oh, that one. So let's switch that off, or rather let's switch that back on and see what happens. Ah, it's that one. Okay. Which means I've got to spend some more money. A few years ago, on the other side of this wall, when my current workshop area was a sort of a kitchenette dumping ground, I had a rogues gallery on the wall. And when Les moved up in 2020, it kind of disappeared. But now I've thrown my toys out the pram about having a tidy up and a sort out in this area. He suggested I bring it back. So that's what that's what I've started to do this afternoon. But I've run out of map pins to pin up a load of photos. These are all fairly recent ones. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing that. It's going to be a nice little addition and something that students can take a look at and stuff when they come for lessons. Yeah, got to find more map pins. I'm sure I've got some at home. So it's Saturday morning. I got up here super early at about 7:30, something like that, in order to move the kitchen area from over there in sort of a public area into Natalia's office, which is this area just here. And it feels a little bit weird because obviously, you know, Natalia doesn't really work for Hampshire Sheen anymore, but doesn't feel good. Anyway, so with the fridge and the microwave in here, that all fits in nicely, and there's still a pretty good workspace left on the desk, and the cupboard up there behind me with all of the cups and stuff in. So it has actually worked out quite nicely, and that area out there is opening up too. So all in all, I'm satisfied. It's been a fairly busy day so far. Not only have I moved the kitchenette area, but I'm also photographing the design steps that I go through when I design my pieces, you know, the stuff that I've been demonstrating recently and what have you. So I've got the graph paper out and my pens and pencils, and I'm just setting up the camera now to look at how I design stuff using the golden ratio. I've just done the thirds, the rule of thirds, and now I need to do the golden ratio. Got up here nice and early on Sunday morning to start putting up the new shelves that you can see over my shoulder there. There are two more still to go up, and they look a little bit bare, but they do look very nice. And they're bare because I haven't had a chance to do a huge amount of turning recently, and all of the pieces that are on there at the moment are demo pieces. They will change. There'll be more stuff on there coming soon when I get going with the turning for the book. But today now I need to stop and go and see today's student, who is around 90 years old, I believe, and he's coming for a box turning day. So I'm looking forward to meeting him and helping him through turning a box. There we go, all locked up. So what a fantastic day I've had today, I must say. The gentleman that you've seen turning today, I made a little mistake in my opening speech this morning. He's not 90 years old at all, he's 98. And that is fantastic. Kind of gives you a bit of hope, doesn't it? That if you play your cards right, you can still be turning at 98 years of age. So this is the end of Turner's Journey, episode 8. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you again next week for another exciting episode of Turner's Journey. Thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye bye.